What up, homies? So this is going to be my first makeup video tutorial, I guess, whatever. I'm gonna just be doing like a really fun, like bright, colorful summer look. Like, I'm not gonna put any fake lashes on so it can really show off the eyeshadow. And I really need to fix this lighting, holy moly. I thought natural lighting would work, but now that I'm looking at it, it's like all shadowy and weird, but I'll be right back. Okay, so I think that's a little better. I don't have any professional lights. Yeah, anyways, so I'm just gonna be doing like a really fun, like bright, summery eyeshadow, like lots of like fun colors. So I'm pretty much just gonna get right into it. And I always start off with skincare. This is amazing. I love it. It's my favorite moisturizer, ATM. It's the Olay firming night cream, but it's day. I don't really know why they say night, but it's firming and it's really moisturizing. So I'm just gonna rub this in. And I washed my face using the Olay face scrub. It's in the black and red package bottle. I'll show it at the end. It's really good stuff. I really like Olay's skincare. Olay and Clinique are my two favorites because I have really sensitive, dry, and when I mean dry, I mean fucking dry skin. And when I say sensitive, I literally mean sensitive. And I have really sensitive eyes too. Like, I have to be careful when I wear lashes. If I put lashes on, my eyes will start watering and then they'll just fall off. Like, my fake lashes will fall off. So I have to be really careful about what I put on my eyes and on my face, especially around my eyes because my eyes water so easily. So yeah, this stuff is amazing. I love it. It's awesome. And then I'm just gonna use a little bit of the porefessional, but the gel version, not the matte version. And this gel version is so much better for my skin than the other version, the other porefessional. And then I'm just gonna use a little bit of Milk Makeup Blur Stick. I love this thing, it's amazing. Once I have all that moisturization on underneath, this really helps like give me like a smooth, even canvas for my uneven skin. So I'm just gonna put this on and give it a little tappy. Just really pat that in. And then I'm just gonna give my face a little spritz with kokie, a kokie or whatever the fuck, kokie hydrating setting spray. And then I'm also gonna spray my little beauty blender with this. And then I'm gonna start it on foundation. This is the Clinique Beyond Perfending Foundation Plus Concealer in the shade 1 Linen. So I'm just gonna put this all over. I want this to be like super like dewy and light and summery and just like really fun, and this foundation is perfect. Like I said, I love Clinique's products, they're awesome. I know that's kind of a lot. And then I'm going to follow up with the MAC face and body something. I don't even know what shade this is in. I just love this stuff in this bottle. I even went and got the 4-ounce bottle instead of the 2-ounce bottle because I was going through the 2-ounce bottle so fast. This foundation is so liquidy and so dewy and so amazing, and it's so good for my dry skin, and I freaking love it. And I'm just gonna tap this over top the Clinique foundation, and it's just so amazing. And now I need my little mirror. And Tarte mirrors, bitch, I fucking swear, are the best. This big ass mirror is awesome. Does anyone else do that? To get their, like... I got this from Patrick Starr, and then I just, like, started doing it. Because it helps. It really, really does. It's so funny. Okay, so now that I have that all blended in, I'm not going to do any cream contour today. I'm just going to honestly keep it kind of light and simple. I'm going to spritz my blender a little bit more. Because like I said, my face is fucking dry. And I'm going to set my under eyes using the Kat Von D setting powder in the shade... Is this upside down? I don't know, I can't tell. Petal? Yeah, in the shade Petal. I love this powder. It's so amazing. It's the only powder I can put like directly like around my eyes without my eyes getting irritated and watery. And ooh, that was kind of a lot. And it's just such a good powder. I freaking love it. And literally, like, it's such good powder in the sense that like it's good powder and it a little bit goes such a long way. Literally, I've had this powder since before Easter because I was at Sephora and I had like the big like normal powder from Kat Von D that I normally get, and then I was at Sephora and I was like, oh, I'm running out of my big one, but I'm not quite out of it yet, so I'm just going to get the little travel size powder. And this little travel size powder has lasted me literally since before Easter, so it is literally that good and I love it. And then I'm gonna set the rest of my like face using the Cody Airspun powder, another staple. Like, I don't care what anyone says, this stuff is the only thing is the smell is kind of weird. That's why I don't put it directly under my eyes. I just kind of like tap it in like underneath, like starting like from here like down, and it's just so good. Like, even on my dry skin, it doesn't dry me out. It's just so good. And it stays on all day. Like, I can wear this to an 8-hour shift, and I work in a Bunny, stop. And I work in a grocery store. Yes, I have a rabbit. She's right behind me in her cage, and she likes to chew on her little thingies because rabbits chew, and sometimes she gets loud. Anyways, so yeah, like, I'll wear this to an 8-hour shift, and I work at a grocery store. I'm a cashier at a grocery store, and it's a family-owned business, and this will not budge at all. So I'm just gonna finish tapping this in. And then we are going to take this powder down Z chin and Z neck. And now I'm just going to take this little fluffy brush by Morphe that I got literally like a year ago. It came in a set with like a few other brushes, like this brush I'm going to use for my under eyes later. There's no like numbers on them, it just says Morphe, but they came in a set of like 6 brushes and it was only like $13, and it came with a brush case. I'll link it down below because it's literally such a good set. And I'm just going to take a little bit more of that Airspun powder and just kind of like dust it and pat it in. And just kind of pat it in right here. And then I'm going to take my Kat Von D powder and use this other slanted Morphe brush underneath your eyes and just tap it in underneath my eyes because I'm getting ready to go in with eyeshadow. And I'm a very messy artist. Like, very fucking messy. So, sorry. Not sorry. And then I'm also going to take my sponge again and kind of just like put this in with my sponge. And really just make sure that this is going to like catch all my fallout that I know I'm going to have because, again, I'm a messy artist. And then next I'm going to take my Almost Gone Soft Ochre eye primer thingy and dip in there and pat this on my eyes with my finger. And I don't really use brushes to spread around my eyeshadow primer because I think that like the warmness of your finger really like helps blend it in. That's just what works for me the best, honestly. And it's easy as boom, 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 1, 2, 3, easy peasy lemon squeezy, and you are primed. And if you have very veiny eyelids like I do, what is this on my, there we go, I don't know what the hell that was. Anyways, if you have very veiny eyelids like I do, then this stuff really works. Hi. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the shade Unity right here. And I'm just going to take this little fluffy part and I'm just going to, like literally with the ABH palettes, I'm sure you all know that a little bit goes a long fucking way. And I'm just going to put that down just as a little like a little, I guess it's my transition shade. I guess it's kind of light for a transition shade, but that's what I'm kind of going for right now, this look today. Literally, I love these shadows. They're so like soft and buttery, and they go on so good. Like literally, I just need to dip in like once or twice, and like it's on. And they blend out so easily. I love them. And for me, I know a lot of people like get fallout with ABH shadows, but I don't because I don't use that much. Like literally, I just literally go like this, like, and my brush is coated. Just a little boom. And then when I go like that, there's not even enough to get fallout because I just blend it in and then that's it. And then I'm going to take my Morphe E18 brush. Actually, no, before I do that, I'm going to take my Morphe R38 brush and I'm going to go in with the shade Eden. That light salmon color, and literally like I'm just going like that, like that's all you need, and my brush is literally coated. And I'm going to start with, oh my mirror is kind of dusty, sorry. And I'm going to start with that right above that tannish shade I just put down, right on top of Unity. And literally just that first dip already has my eyelid like pretty goodly coated. I just need to dip in literally like boom boom like one more time and just do a quick little few swipes. And then I'm already on to the next side because it's that easy. I mean, look at that. It's so good. I love it. And I'm going to go in with the next eye. I don't know why this calls summer to me. It just does. I know people think of summer different, but this is just like so summery to me, like light pinks and oranges and just like those warm fun shades, like slightly on the neon side. I'm a big neon whore. I love neon. In my last vlog, I posted some shirts I got from a little shop literally 0.5 miles down the street from my house. And I don't know if any of your guys' husbands out there wear shaka tees, but mine does. And he went in there one day to get some shaka shirts, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go in there and just, he's like, babe, you should come in with me because they have like a women's section and I think you would like some of their clothes. And I was like, okay, I'll go in there. And literally I went in there and I was like, oh my gosh, they have like the cutest stuff. Like their shirts are less than $5 a piece, like literally. So I went in there last week in my last vlog, and I got I think like 3 or 4 shirts, and I spent my total, I got 3 or 4 shirts, a pair of panties, and a pair of eyelashes, and my total was less than $20. It was like $13, $14. So now that I have Eden all laid down, I'm going to take my Morphe E27 brush and go into the shade Saturn. And I'm going to barely top into that, like that. Like, literally, that's all you need. Look how coated my brush is. It's fucking crazy. Like, it's insane. And I'm just gonna place this right underneath where I put Saturn. Oh my gosh, I'll be right back. I have to get my ColourPop palette. Okay, so I'm back. And I've had this ColourPop palette for literally like so long. I don't even know what the shade names are, but it's the Made You Look palette. And I'm gonna go in with this very last like hot pink, like hot orange shade right here, right underneath where I put that Saturn shade from the ABH palette. And I'm just going to tap this in with the same brush and just really blend it in with the other color I had right above, and really make this like super orangey and pretty. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about this palette. This is like the palette I should be using for this tutorial, which is why I'm using it now. Look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness. It's so pretty. I love this palette. And I'm just gonna bring that up slightly. And just really bring it in. And then I'm gonna go back in with my Morphe R38 brush, and then I'm gonna go back into that Eden shade that I first went in with, that light pink salmon shade, and kind of just go over top of this, just to kind of like blend. And now I'm moving on to the next eye with that Saturn shade from the ABH palette right here. My brush is coated, just one little boom makes it coated. And I'm going to repeat the same step I did on that eye on this eye. And just use like tapping motions. I love this brush for this step because it's like slanted and it's amazing. And then I'm gonna go back in with this hot orange shade from the ColourPop palette with that same brush and do the same thing I did on this eye, on that eye. And I didn't go in with any concealer today because I don't know. I just didn't really feel like it. I just really felt like keeping this like light and simple, and my bottom lash line is going to be pretty coated with really beautiful shadows anywho. So now that I have that shade, I'm actually going to go in one more time with it and just pat it right here on the outer corner. And just really bring that in and make it nice and even looking. And then bring it up and in, and then up and out. And then I'm going to go back in with my Morphe R38 brush. And then I'm going to go back in with this light orange shade from the ColourPop palette. Dip it in and really connect these two colors so they're nice and evenly blended. I love this brush. It just fits in your socket so good right here. I love it. And then I'm going to go back in with Eden, this soft salmon shade, and literally hit it like just bam, and look at how coated my brush is. Like, I love those shadows. And I'm just going to go over it one more time. Alrighty. And we are pretty covered on the top shadow, on the top lid. And now I'm going to go back in with this little under eye brush by Morphe, and then go back in with my Kat Von D shadow, and just kind of clean up what I laid down. And just really make this nice and like drugged out. Like, I like to do that step at the end when I'm done with my top lid. Right before I go in with my bottom, just kind of like clean up the inner corners, really clean up the under eye, and just like bring it up and out. See how it makes that zoom line, like, but it's not like so harsh when you use a makeup wipe and go boom, and then you see those people with like a sharp line, it's like bam, it looks a lot more like natural. So now that we have the top lid completely done, I'm pretty satisfied with it. And sorry, by the way, I'm wearing a little bikini top. I'm literally so sunburnt. I'm like peeling and it's gross and it hurts to wear anything else. My sunburn is so bad. It's like going through that stage where you're like peeling and it literally hurts to wear anything else. But anyways, I'm going to start with the bottom lash line now. I'm going to take my Morphe M578. It's such a good little like pencil brush. Amazing for like the inner corner and the under lash line. And I'm going to start off with that light salmon color with the Prism palette. I'm going to start with the color Eden, and I'm just going to literally hit that like ever so slightly, and my brush is completely coated. And I'm just going to start with the bottom lash line, just kind of like dragging it, but not all the way in like to here. And then I'm gonna hit it on the other side. And then, and so obviously, depending on your eye shape, but me, like, I just like to connect like the upper with the bottom and just kind of like make that nice appealing shape when I do my bottom lash line, and just connect the two to each other, because it just looks so much more like clean and put together. And I don't know, that's just the way like my eye is shaped, so it just naturally goes well for me. And then I'm also going to take the same brush and go into that hot pink that hot orange shade in this little ColourPop palette. And I'm going to take the same brush, I'm not even going to get a different one, and I'm just going to hit that underneath my lash line as well, ever so slightly, and just kind of drag that out and really like blend it and make it nice and blended and connected with the top lash line. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. And I am sniffling so much. I'm like looking down and it's making me like sniffle, so I gotta like learn my angles here because it's not cute. And then now I'm going to take that under eye brush by Morphe and then dip it into my Kat Von D shadow. Said it again. Powder, not shadow. Babe, stop laughing at me. My babe is right here. He's laughing at me. And I'm going to just kind of dust that and do this, repeat that same step and kind of just like clean up my under eyes and just drag that out again. Make sure everything's nice and cleaned up. And make sure it has like that nice shape to it and it's not so like harsh underneath that lash line, and just really boom, bam, 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 wham, bam, yes ma'am, or whatever the fuck they say, and then just pull it up and out. So now that the bottom lash line is done, I am going to take my black liner by Physicians Formula. I really like this black liner. It's retractable. And I got this at Big Lots on sale for $2.50. And I'm just going to hit the inner corner, the inner waterline, sorry, ever so slightly. And I'm just going to coat that inner waterline. I'm not going to pull it. I'm not going to tug it with my fingers. I'm just going to lightly put that in there to kind of get some black going because it's looking a little crazy with all this hot orange all over the place. Gosh, I'm so sniffly. What the hell? Okay, that looks pretty good. And then I'm going to take that black liner and kind of just like smear it like underneath my lashes so it doesn't look so like you know, like I'm just gonna like blend it in with that orange color and just ever so slightly pull it underneath my lashes. Like so. And then like at the end with my final look, I'll like zoom in and do like a little close-up reveal so everyone can like see what it looks like. And now before I do my mascara, my brows, I know I'm weird, I do my brows pretty much last along with my mascara. I'm going to start with my contour. Yes bitch, I said contour. And I'm going to take some Cody Airspun and just go like that because literally this bitch has so much powder in it. You just need like that much to get it in the cap. And I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm going to take the side of it like this and I'm going to pat it along my jawline like so. And then now that I have that little protection of powder right there on my cheeks, I'm going to take this Shade and Light palette and I'm going to take the very first light shade right here and I'm going to take this Sonia Kashuk brush. It's the number 130 brush. This is a really good bronzer slash contouring brush and you all know how strong this is, and I'm going to tap it into the hollow points of my cheeks. I'm gonna like tap it in there and make sure it gets in there nice and evenly. And then I'm going to like slide it upwards along my forehead because a bitch has got a large forehead, as you can tell. And I'm just gonna tap that and then slide it. And then I'm going to repeat that step on the other side. And then just make sure that's nice and like even and not so harsh. And then to bronze, I'm taking the middle shade with the same brush. I'm gonna just hit this little middle shade and blow it, and then just put that right on top of the first shade. And I'm doing this in stamping motions, and then I'm going to drag it up. I like stamping on because it goes on, I think, a lot smoother for me. Okay, and now I'm going to move on to blush. I'm going to take this little Wet n Wild blush brush, the pink on top one, and the Morphe blush palette. And I'm going to take the very first top, if you're looking at it, left color right here, this light pink color. And I'm going to mix it with the color right next door. So I'm just gonna hit these two and just kind of like swirl them together. And then just stamp that and smile and stamp that right next to my bronzer. To give that nice, beautiful summer glow. And then I'm gonna tone it down a bit with some powder. And of course, repeat the same steps on the other side. And I'm just gonna stamp that right next to my bronzer. Perfecto. And then I'm gonna take my powder brush, dip back into some Cody Airspun, just what's left in the lid, and then go under the jawline and just kind of clean that up so it's not so sharp. And just kind of do some stamping motions so I'm not ruining anything else. Okay. Now that I have all that laid down, I'm going to spritz my face with that same kokie refresh and setting powder and do a little hoof moment. And now I'm going to take my Morphe E60 fan brush. I love this for highlighting. It is seriously amazing. And I've been obsessed with this highlighter lately. It's the Wet n Wild one, and it's in the shade Megaglo. Megaglo. M-E-G-A-G. Megaglo. Is that the name of it, or is that just like what it's called? I don't know. Megaglo. Okay. And it's like a really nice, pretty gold color. I'm already hitting pan on it, and I'm just gonna take like the tips and the side of the brush and hit the upper part of my cheeks, because I want to keep this look like very summery, very golden. Like, obviously I'm not gonna go in with like a duochrome or like pink highlight. I'm gonna go in with like a really pretty gold color, and I've just been obsessed with this one lately. It's literally so pretty. And I'm just gonna blend that in with my contour so it's not so harsh. And just really like blend everything all together. So now that I have my highlighter on, I'm going to do my nose contour with this middle shade right here and this Sonia Kashuk brush, the number 205 brush. It's like this really nice like slanted brush. It's perfect for a nose contour. And I'm gonna blow on it, and I'm going to ever so slightly just do a really soft nose contour. And then connect it right here on the tip. And then I'm going to go back in with my Wet n Wild highlighting powder. And then go down the bridge of the nose. And of course on the Cupid's bow. Oh gosh, this highlighter is so pretty. Really though, it's so freaking gorgeous. I love it. Alright, and next I am going to do my eyebrows. I'm gonna just do like the very like beginning of my eyebrows on camera. Because I have to at least show once how I do my brows. So I'm gonna take this little, these next sets of brushes I'm using also came in a Morphe brush set. I'll link that set down below as well. That brush set came with I think like 6 brushes and a brush case, like literally these fucking Morphe brushes. It came with a spoolie, it came with an eyebrow brush, it came with this little tiny brush that I'm gonna use for my inner corner, my underneath my brow bone in a second. And it came with like a few other brushes. Like literally, I love Morphe. Their fucking brushes are awesome. So I'm gonna take this spoolie and really just like brush my eyebrows through and get rid of all that. Cause I swear every time I try to do my eyebrows before, like all my powders, like it just gets all up in my eyebrows and then it just like fucks up my eyebrows. So I'm just gonna start with my left eyebrow and then just start mapping out my natural shape underneath. And this is by e.l.f. I've been obsessed with this lately. Right here is powder and right here is a pomade, and it's really good. It was literally like $3. Because the dip brow is good, but sometimes like for my eyebrows they're so light it gets really like heavy. So I've been loving this little like powder and pomade set, and I'm just gonna ever so slightly map out my brow, and then right on the tip I'm going to do upward strokes, like just naturally like following my natural hair. And then I'm gonna go in on the other side of that little eyebrow thing I have by e.l.f. and then take the pomade and follow my natural hair and fill in those sparse areas at the end. Like literally look how amazing that is. It's so good. And then with what's left on my brush, I'm gonna take that on the inner part of my brow and just like hit it like that and go upwards. And that is one brow down, one more to go. Honestly, my brows don't really take me that long. That's one brow done, and I'll be right back. And I'm back with 2 brows. So yeah, that's pretty much how I do my brows. It's simple. Sometimes I'll use different products, but today, like lately, that's what I've been using. And I'm going to take that other little tiny Morphe brush that I showed you guys. Like I said, I'll link those 2 brush sets down below because they're so cheap and they're so like cheap in price but good in quality. And I'm gonna take this Lucid shade right here from the Prisim palette, this little like shade that I hit pan on like a long ass fucking time ago, and I'm gonna dip in with that little tiny brush, and I'm going to hit right underneath my brow bone and just like dust it right along that area. Oh my gosh, that duochrome shade is so pretty. Like literally, it's so gorgeous. Look at how pretty that is, and look at how good it looks against the highlighter. So pretty. And then I'm gonna go in with the next side. And then really quickly, I'm gonna go back in with my Morphe R38 brush with no additional product, and then just kinda go over that. as Jeffree Star would say, plenty of filth. Oh my god, I'm so lame. Anywho, okay, so what's next? Mascara. So I've been really loving this as a base, the Wet n Wild Mega Wear mascara. Honestly, this mascara is really, really good. I have been loving it as a base, so I'm just going to, there's really nothing to it. I'm just going to start with that base with this mascara. This mascara literally, I got this one at Rite Aid. It's literally 98 cents. I swear to God. Like, that's how much it retails for, is 98 cents, and it is so good. And it's really good because I can't use just one mascara when I'm not wearing lashes. Like, when it's my natural lashes, I have to use like more than one because I just have to, because my lashes are so short and stubby. But literally, look at that for Wet n Wild. Like, that's so good. That's one layer. And then I'm gonna go in with this Dior mascara that my mother-in-law got for me like a couple weeks ago. It's the Dior Bump and Volume mascara, and it has like this little groove for your hand, for your fingers, and it's really, really good, and has this little focus, I don't know. Okay, but yeah, it has this little not natural hair bristle. I don't know what that's called, but yeah, it's not a natural hair bristle. Neither is the Wet n Wild one. And I'm just gonna take that Dior mascara and go over the Wet n Wild one. And this mascara, oh my gosh, is crazy insane in a good way. I can't believe my mother-in-law got this for me. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? You got me Dior mascara. And she also got me like 3 candles from Bed Bath & Beyond. And those are nice. And so I'm just so blessed because she's such a sweetheart and I love her. And like, she's awesome. She knows I love candles and that I love beauty. And she's like, oh yeah, I got this for you. And she's so sweet. And pretty much that's all I'm gonna do for my lashes today because I'm not wearing fake lashes and they look fine just like that. Like, that's really like what I'm going for right now. And I'm going to repeat the other side. Oh, fuck my life. Okay, so since that just happened, I guess I should honestly really show how I get rid of mascara dots when you fuck up on your mascara. So, if you do it like early enough, some people let it dry and kind of just like flick it off, but I just kind of take some powder and like dab over it, and I got most of it off already off camera, and honestly it just like comes off with your beauty blender. Like, it's annoying, but it's not too bad. And then I'm just going back in with my blush really quick over top, and I'm just gonna like stamp it over in that area that I had my blush on really quickly because it kind of like rubs off, and then make sure both sides are like even. And then I'm gonna go back in with my highlighter on that side because I rubbed it off because I just fucked up my mascara and had to like rub it off. And then once you like redo all that, it's gone. And there we go, it's fixed. I mean, it's annoying, but hey, I'm kind of glad that happened on my first video because I don't think very many people show how to get off your mascara fuck-ups. They'll either just edit out the whole thing in general or just not show it. And that's how I do it. Yeah, and I just like re-stamp really quick, nice and lightly. And then I'll just take my powder brush, just dip in really quick and just go over the bottom. Make sure it's all nice and clean. And yeah, we're back to square one, where we were, right before I fucked up my mascara. And I'm gonna do a little refresh spray really quickly. Okay. Now, back to my mascara. Okay, and now I'm going back in with my Dior mascara right over top of that Wet n Wild layer. Like literally, I just had to dip in once and my lashes are good. And now it's time for the bottom lash line from MASCERA. So for the bottom lash line, I'm just going to repeat the same steps I did for the top lash line. And then just start a really light layer with that Wet n Wild mascara. And honestly, I think that's all I need. I don't even think I really need to go in with the Dior one because it looks pretty full. Yeah. That's it. And then I'm going to do the other eye. Now I'm just going to go in with my inner corner color really quickly. I'm going to take that same brush I used for underneath my brow bone and then go in with this little golden shimmery. It's like a shimmery golden color for my inner corner. Honestly, any color, any golden shimmery color you have will work for this look. It doesn't have to be golden shimmery. You can do white shimmery, you can do fucking gold shimmery, you can do whatever the fuck shimmery you want. And then just hit the inner corners. This brush is so perfect for the inner corners and the upper brow bone. Ooh, that color is very, very bright. And then I just like drag it into the bottom lash line color. And I'm actually going to take that bottom lash line brush that I use with no additional product and just hit the inside right here and just connect those two. Alright, we're getting there, we're getting somewhere. And I'm not going to do any top liner. I'm just going to kind of go on top and dab. Okay. I'm going to take my little powder brush underneath and just clean up the sides and right underneath. And then just hit that really quick. Alright, do a little spritz. And now I'm going to do my lips, and I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the shade Stripped. And I'm going to do my lippies with this nudie color. This perfect nudie color that I love ever so much. It reminds me of the Chloe liquid lipstick by Kylie Cosmetics. And it's just a really natural, like, nudie color. And no, my lips are not fake. And then I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced Sweet Peach Lip Gloss with the color Tickle Me Peach. And I'm gonna put that right on top. I'm just gonna add one more layer. Okay. And now that the makeup is done, I'm going to go do my hair and put on a little summery outfit because we gotta go do shit. And I will show you guys the finished look. So we are outside, and I hope this shows justice to everything. And yeah, so it's just really summery, really fun. Honestly, if I weren't doing this on camera, that probably would have taken me about 20 minutes-ish, give or take a few. And it's just fun. My hair's up, so I'm not gonna sweat. I have a little tube top on, so my armpits are good. And I don't have to worry about fake lashes fucking stabbing me in the corner of my eye, making my eyes water. And it's just like the color of the eyeshadow just takes over. It matches with my outfit, and it's just so fun. You can do any color. I think my next tutorial, I want to do that like bright neon green slash yellow color that's in the Prism palette, because I love that color. And I think I could come up with something really fun. So I really hope anyone out there enjoyed this first makeup tutorial. Literally, I'm standing outside in my front yard, and it is definitely summer. I feel so comfortable. This makeup is just so light and fun, and it just shows off the color, and my skin is just so like glowy and nice, and I love it. And it's so easy. And then my hair is just up, and the bandana keeps it all in, and then just accessorize with hoops or whatever the fuck you like to wear. I love hoops. And your outfit, honestly, could be whatever you want. It's summer. You can get away with wearing like bright fun colors and shorts and all that fun stuff. But anyways, I'm going to call this video a day, and I'm going to go run some errands. And I really hope anybody enjoyed this video. Let me know if there's any other tutorials that you would like me to do, and if not, I'll just think of some of my own and post them anyways. And yeah, so I hope everyone enjoyed this video. Have a fun day, stay cool. I'm out here in Southern California, and it is fucking hot. And I will see everyone on my next video. Bye, homies.